Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings, the day YouTube channel. Right now, there seems to be a lot of boozing going on social media, a lot of hyping here and there, and obedient supporters seem to be on super excited mode. Well, they're going to find out who the vice presidential candidate is and why there seem not to be so much celebration right now on ground over it. You're going to find out all those, and of course the number of persons that have defected from APC PDP to Labour Party and their reasons. We're going to do that, wrap all this news into one very quickly. But before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button if you have not done so already. And beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it. Now let's go straight into what is going on. Let's start with the vice presidential candidate of LP that has, earlier on, Okonkwo, the DG media person, campaign person to Peter Obi, had officially resigned because was actually a placeholder. While the Labour Party LP will on Friday unveil Senator Yusuf Datti Baba Ahmed as the running mate to Mr. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the party in 2023 elections. For those of us who don't know who Senator Baba Ahmed is, he's actually in his 40s and is the proprietor of Bayes University, Abuja, and Baba Ahmed University, Kano. According to a report, the unveiling of the vice presidential candidate was initially slated for Thursday, to be done by the Labour Party's presidential candidate himself at the party's national secretariat at Abuja. However, the national chairman of the party, Barrister Julius Abure, said that the ceremony could not go on ahead as planned because the presidential candidate, who has traveled to Maiduguri and was expected back in Abuja on Thursday afternoon, had his flight cancelled. Well, in another news, very quickly, Labour Party has recorded a high increase over so many defections from many other parties, especially the two prominent ones, APC and PDP, into Labour Party. Well, emerging reports have confirmed a series of mass defections with the ruling All Progressive Congress APC and the People's Democratic Party PDP in Abia State. The latest development was made known by Labour Party chairman in Abia State, Mr. C.K. Igara, as at Wednesday. It was also gathered some notable names who are serving lawmakers at the lower chamber of the National Assembly also cross-carpeted to Labour Party LP. Some of those lawmakers include Darlington Nwokocha and Ginger Onwusibe, who are serving members of the House of Representatives for Isialangwa North South and Isialangwa North States constituency in the State House of Assembly, respectively. Similarly, Dr. Alex Oti, who joined the Labour Party from APC, emerged as the flag bearer of the party of the governorship election. Notably, Chief Obi Ogwocha joined LP from PDP. Others include Nwokocha, Onwusibe, and Agwacha, who are both LP candidates for Abia South Senatorial Zone State, Isialangwa North South, and Ikwanu Umuahia House of Representatives seat, respectively, in the 2023 general elections, amongst others. Meanwhile, the state chairman revealed that the party is geared towards ensuring a steady order within the party, as well as giving room for more entrants and protecting their interests. Igara appealed to residents of Abia to accept Labour Party LP, assuring them that the party is willing and ready to serve. He said, and I quote, "We want to ensure that our people do not continue to grow in underdevelopment, hence our readiness to demonstrate what we preach." Of course, a lot of people have been super excited. A lot of reactions have been going on over the combination of Senator Datti, that's his name, that's Baba Ahmed. He seemed to have quite a great deal of pedigree. Datti here seemed to also love education, and this is good combination, judging the fact that Peter Obi himself is one person who loves education. And Nigerians have been buzzing. There seems to be so much excitement in the air. These are young, honestly, This is the first time we're going to record very young, young presidential candidate and the vice. Honestly, I am with young blood and young brain. They're not particularly too young, okay? They're not too small, but then again, it's worth celebrating from the shaking hands, very elderly people that they instead of accepting the fact that they're quite elderly, they've decided to rename themselves to City Boy with due respect to everyone present. But I believe that at this stage, Nigeria need young viral men. Look at the president of France. He's a young man. What is the stress you're going to bring to him that he cannot take as a young blood? Of course, Nigerians are excited. Some people are already shouting, look at the handsomeness. I'm not really looking at the handsomeness, I'm looking at the productivity. You need to see the comments. The comments are, some of them are just hilarious. Oh, look at how handsome they are. I don't really, I'm not even looking at the handsomeness. What can they produce? At least these are young guys. We are hopeful that they'll bring something to the table. This one here is saying, what's the source of Senator Dante's money as young man owns such university? Please Google it. God bless you. Go and ask Google what he does for a living. Have you ever seen him in okay, let's ask questions. We always hear things like 1 trillion has missing, 1 billion has missing. But where is it missing to? Sometimes they will tell you they are trying to write to international countries, diaspora countries, to see if they can release those monies into Nigerian economy. So if Nigerians who have been looting, Nigerian politicians who have been looting, have been reinvesting into economy, honestly, Nigeria will not be like this. Would have been a small Dubai coming up as a UAE. Would have been a small UAE coming up. But most often than not, most of these monies are being transported out of the country, keeping Nigeria as a country, as a nation in penury. So if whatever it is you're trying to connote, for a young man that has done well for himself, having a university, I applaud him. Honestly, I respect him. He did not decide to stash the money like some people are already accusing him. I don't right now. He's, to me, let's give him a trial. This one here is saying, Peter Obi and Baba Ahmed, I wish you guys good luck and I say thank you to that. My prayer is that you both will win the 2023 elections, a presidential election, and I say amen. Somebody say amen like thunder. This is serious. I just are excited. So people are now getting angry. Say this one, forget these two losers. They're going nowhere. Okay, you're also entitled to your opinion. Nigerians are getting some persons are trying to burst the bubble right now on all social media platforms. They are buzzing. A lot of people are excited over this combination. This one prove me wrong anywhere that the youngest combinations I've ever seen in this dispensation. Okowa Atiku, they're not, of course, they're not very young blood. Okay, they've been in the picture for a long while. These are old politicians. Tinubu and Masari, those ones are, it's as if they have gone even higher in the level of age. This was some Nigerians are very terrible with their mouth. They call them ancestors. I don't know why they're calling them ancestors. They call them ancestors. The Tinubu, Tiku here is a bit younger. Tiku and Okowa a bit younger than Tinubu, but for Peter Obi and this guy, and they're not the regular politicians you get to see on the streets of Nigeria. Well, we wish them all the very best, and I pray that they go into the polls with all the very luck they can get. That's what we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in the comment section. What's your take? Do you have a